Happy Wednesday. How you doing? No, my shirt is not for sale. I don't sell t-shirts. I don't sell hats. I don't panhandle on here. I'm not running a flea market, a yard sale on here. I'm not begging for subs. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If there was no way for anybody to make a single fucking penny on YouTube, how many people do you think would be on here? You know it as well as I do. I'll tell you, I've seen YouTube go through some change, same way Facebook did. I think some things start out with good intentions, and when money gets involved, everything goes out the fucking window. No more good intentions, greed, corruption, and every other bad quality in a person that comes right out. Egos, narcissism, self-centeredness. Anyway, good old New England weather. It giveth, it taketh away, and it giveth again. Pretty cool last week, getting up in the morning, 45, 50 degrees. Now getting up as close to 70. Now the heat wave's hitting us, going to be close to 90 today. And that's without the 80% humidity heat index topping it off, bringing it closer to 100. Oh, well, it's going to be around 90 today, just in the air temperature one. Let's see what's going on. A few things. My ex-boyfriend, Cabbage Patch Kid, he's into lawnmowers now. He has a death trap. So yeah, Brian, hey, check this out, Brian. Your ex-boyfriend, he's calling it a death trap. It's too dangerous to ride this riding lawnmower. It does wheelies, and maybe you should take that to the North Shore Nationals. Might run a little better than his fucking junkyard dog. Maybe he'll get both wheels on that thing to fucking turn, when he pulls a massive hole shot wheelie. Is he gonna do like Vin Diesel in Fast and Furious? Or he's gonna smoke the tires while pulling a fucking wheelie? That movie was fucking ridiculous. Sorry, I could never get into Fast and Furious movies. Then again, car movies. I think sometimes the more you know about things, it takes a lot of fun out of movies. Somebody that really don't know much about racing or anything about cars, that was one of the all-time worst. However, there was one worse. If you're into IndyCar, Formula One. I forget the name of the movie. Sylvester Stallone and that kid. I know his real name, Kip Pardue. He was in that movie, remember the Titans, the quarterback with the long hair his father pulls up in that 65 Stingray? Sunshine. Him. Stallone's on his way out as a driver. Old team brings in this young hotshot. Stallone's going to mentor him, and this kid's hopefully going to take his seat and be their future driver. You know those buddy films, they're buddy, then they have a falling out, and that once, if you know anything about Indy cars, they're like a fuel car. They're not turnkey, No onboard starter. You got to plug a starter. On a fuel car, they plug into the fucking blow-on. Those cars, they jam an electric starter right into the crankshaft at the back of the car, directly to the engine, and turn the engine on. Big race in Vegas, and they got their cars in the casino lobby, help promote the race coming up in the weekend. They go running down, they jump in their cars, start them up, and they start them right up, taking off to the streets of fucking Vegas, right? Serious ridiculous. Okay, now let's get to the meat and potatoes of this video. My ex-boyfriend, he's got a badass killer lawnmower. It's dangerous. This lawnmower will kill you. Let's see. Oh, Mr. Mopar Madness. He's still playing peekaboo. Hide and seek. Channel's up, then it's down, then it's up, then it's down, then it's up, then it's down. I got the hiccups. I drank my fucking coffee too fast. Because he's not being appreciated. He will only keep his channel up if he sees he's being appreciated by people. Man, I thought fucking Sanford had a big fucking ego and a narcissism. I guess this guy has one too. Just at his level of emotional stability ain't as good as Sanford's, and Sanford's ain't that fucking great to begin with. But anyway, it's not saying a whole lot for him. But I don't mean that in a bad way. What else is going on? Oh, the Crypt Keeper still begging and pleading for subs. Still begging and pleading. That guy should, maybe buy a personality. At least invest in some fucking makeup. So he can look like he at least has skin. He's so pasty white, he's blending in with the fucking wall behind him. You know what I mean? You gotta kind of like a hero. Very boring voice. I see a body, shoulders, a shirt. Remember Where's Waldo? He blends in. Where's Waldo? She'd be like, where's the Crypt Keeper? His face blends in with the fucking white wall behind him. You know what I mean? I was talking with someone the other day. So, this coming November now, Charlie, it'll be a fucking year since that fucking scam that Sanford started with him and Sandy too. Save the Children 318. Been a fucking year. What's been done on that? What has been done on it? Every time they get asked, they go, even Sandy gets asked, hey, when are you going to work on that? I thought you were going to, Sandy's excuses, we're going to do it on our timeline, not yours. Their timeline is they ain't going to fucking do it. They knew they never were going to fucking do it. This was a scam to get fucking subs and views for the fucking Crypt Keeper to help build this fucking channel. That's what it's about on here. Cha-ching. Hey, you people listening to me. It's all about the money, man. It's not very often I actually take a look at a lot of things on here. What's that old saying? Much ado about nothing. So many people in there doing the same shit, but they got a better way. Oh, I got a better way of degreeing a camp. Oh, I got a better way of doing a brake job. Oh, I got a better way of installing a rear end differential. Oh, I got a better way of adjusting valves. Oh, everybody's got a better way of doing something. It's all the same fucking shit. It's all the same fucking shit. It just comes down to personalities. You watch this guy's channel, he ain't doing nothing any fucking different than. At least I give some of these guys credit. At least they actually know what the fuck they're doing. You know what I mean? They're not making big fucking outrageous claims. So I'm going to get this to run this. I'm going to get this to do that. At least I give them some credit. They're just doing things same way a lot of other people are doing the same fucking thing on here. It's more of a popularity contest than anything else. When you get right down to it. Yeah, I still got pickle sniffers. The one thing I love, like shit they tell me. Most common thing I used to hear though was, oh yeah, you're just jealous because Sanford has more subs than you. And I say, really? Is his dick bigger than mine too? Is his mother better than my mother? Does he have more baseball cards than I have? They sound like fucking 10-year-olds on a playground, man. Oh yeah. You know how much I give a flying fuck about subs. But they care about subs. And sometimes, when I know they care so much about something, I like to hit them where it really fucking hurts. And I say, oh yeah, okay, let's talk about subs. You want to talk about subs? Let's talk about subs. How many subs does he have? Right here now he's over 300,000. Wow. Sounds real impressive, doesn't it? Wait a minute, but that's not the reality of things. How many of these subs actually watch him? Here's where they start to get a little quiet. I say, well, in case you're not aware, let me make you aware, because I'm a nice guy like that. And it's obvious, it's right out in plain sight. Just the way Sanford's ego, narcissism, self-centeredness, how he's a sociopath, con man, a scam artist, a hustler, buck. That's out in plain sight too. They just don't want to fucking see it. You know what I mean? There are none so blind as those who refuse to see. Let's see, 300,000. How many people actually watch? I know every once in what we call these blue supermoons, he might get over 100,000 views on one video, and then boom, he's back down to 25,000 views, 36,000 views. He's even been down in the teens, 18,000, 40. I guess a fair guesstimate would be, if you averaged everything out, let's give him 45,000 views. Let's give him 50,000 views per video. Where's the rest of his 250,000 subs? Where are they? Remember that song in the 60s, Where Have All the Flowers Gone? Where have all of Sanford's subs gone? They're not watching anymore. People sub and walk away. People stop watching them, man. They don't bother going back and unsubbing. Some people do it, I guess, and they got to let you know about it. I used to get a kick out of that. See on Facebook and groups and shit. Oh yeah, I'm leaving the group. I'd say, hey, this ain't a fucking airport. You don't have to announce your departure. Just fucking leave. You know what I mean? People got to announce when they're coming, announce when they're leaving. Like they think people give a fuck. Well, I know I didn't give a fuck. You know? Oh yeah, bro, I'm going to unsub you. I'd be like, and? What else? What else you going to do thinking you're going to fucking hurt me? You think you're going to hurt my feelings? You need to understand something right up front here. The only people that are capable of hurting my feelings, people that really matter to me in my life. None of you. I'm going to unsub you. Like, see, they're so wrapped up in this sub shit that they don't realize that there are other people that don't give a fuck about subs. Just don't fucking matter. You know? And then I come back, hey, you know, where's all the subs? Look at this Sunday. I still haven't heard nothing on the Sunday Night Yak session. The only thing I heard, I think last week, was now he's showing off. He's got a puppy. Look at him, my puppy's so cute. He's got a cute little puppy. But he's trying to reinvent his image again. Show a softer, kinder, gentler side of the Sanford. What he's going to do a series on puppy breeding or some shit like that. No, anything he can for the fucking content, you know. Hey, how's his buddy Dr. Ott doing? Yeah. He's a real doctor. I hope he's a fucking psychiatrist, because Sanford could really fucking use it. Maybe it could help out Moped Madness too. That's a guy that's going to end up fucking wandering the halls somewhere in pink bunny slippers, jacked up on Thorazine, giving names to his fingers. Or unless he's in a fucking grave somewhere, because he let his anger and rage and whatnot get the best of him, because he hates liberals so fucking bad, and he went out of his way to attack a liberal in a bar, and this liberal happened to beat the fuck out of him, or maybe could have even pulled the gun and fucking shot him and killed him. You know what I mean? Or done something else that could have landed his ass in prison for the rest of his life. You know, in some ways, like with Sanford and him, guys like this, they are their own worst enemy. Bad things that happen to them is all due to them, and them alone. You know? They actually play a big role in their fate, their destiny, where they end up. It's all on them, you know? No, they do have to worry about people in other ways. But as far as their, you know, whatever happens to them here on YouTube, all depends on them. Oh yeah, Sanford gets enough views to make a few bucks. He's not going to become a millionaire. You know, some people have become millionaires on here. Very true. Not everyone. Hey, you pickle sniffers. Yeah, he has more subs than me. What does he get? 20% that watch? And there's sub shit too, a lot of it. A lot of people have subs. That No Show Nationals is coming up again now. Could have 500 subs again. This whole thing too. Everything is, you know, when you track things down, it all comes down to getting people subs, get them monetized. Why do you need 500? Gee, that number sounds familiar. Oh, you only need 500 to get monetized now. Gee, I wonder why. That's why you need 500. And I remember last time, hey, so-and-so wants to raise, go sub his channel, and they were flocking to this channel, flocking to that channel, get him up to that 500. Then how many fucking watched? Really? How many? All you people that want rushing to this guy, you fucking watching? You watching? You subbed and you walked away. Same thing happened with Sanford early on. People, oh, maybe it was a little bit different. He was this grubby guy in a white beaded t-shirt, looking like he crawled out of a dumpster and needed a fucking bath, and He had a whole different persona, a whole different image. He went through an evolution of changing his image on here to try to find one that became popular, that people liked, you know. He's fucking slick, all right. He's slicker than fucking shit, as they say. He knows how to run the game on people, you know. And they're long gone, you know. Sunday Night Yak Sessions. All of his subs showed up and gave him a single fucking dollar every Sunday night. Hey man, he'd be all set. Be getting 300 grand a week. Wouldn't that be lovely? Here he pulls on maybe 20 bucks if he's lucky with super chat donations, you know. I still can't believe people actually go through your whole week. And usually, you know, weekends are different for people. Sunday night, depends certain times of the year. You know, it's the night to chill with the old lady, order some Chinese pizza, some friends over, we visit. I cannot imagine saying, oh shit, what time does he come on? 7, 8 o'clock, something. Oh shit, oh, I have to go. I have to be home at 8. Sanford's coming on. I gotta watch my favorite program of the week. I'm not gonna give him any money. I mean, I like him, but not that much. You know what I mean? Seriously. And anyway. So, I like old sayings. They're very true. And you know old sayings about, you know, when it rains, it pours. I let it rain a little bit yesterday concerning Nitrous Express, why that was here today, and no more mention of it, no more poster, no more sticker, no more mention of any Nitrous Express. I knew about that for a long time. Now you know why. They want no involvement with him. They do not want him to associate himself with Nitrous Express in any way, shape, or form, or there will be a letter from an attorney. I knew about that for a long time. Put things away for a rainy day. I had that put away for a rainy day. There's something else I've had, and a few other things I've had put away for a rainy day. You know, right from people in New York that still live there to this day. I don't know how they found me, but they did. They filled me in on quite a few things. Even better than Nitrous Express story. Fucking hair on my nose, man. I got pluck. Hold on a sec. I'm not going to do this off fucking camera. My fucking eyes are going to water up. I might even sneeze, and I don't want to do that. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ah, motherfucker. That does hurt, man. Fucking eyes water. Fucking hair keeps curling up. They say, put things away for a rainy day. You know, these guys knew him back in the day. They still live in New York. I got an earful about his reputation there. You know, very cocky, arrogant, was not very well liked. He used to hang around the tracks, ATCO, New England Drag Race. He was a fucking nobody. You know, some people are has-beens and never was, a wannabe. Tried worming his way in with teams. They tried worming his way in, but he never wormed in that far. He was a nobody. Try sticking his nose in people's pits and that guy. Well, you know, I write for a magazine. That's good. What are you racing here? Oh, I'm not. Get the fuck out of here. Don't be telling me what to do. You don't even have a car here racing. You're over here trying to tell me. You know, because he writes for a magazine. You know, just because you write for a magazine don't mean shit. They just do a lot of research. We got a lot of sports writers. Great fucking sports writers that never played the game. They study logistics. They study statistics. They'll track teams, wins, losses. They'll give you every detail of a game, the breakdown, yards per carry. They know everything about the game. Hand them a football, throw them a football, they can't catch it. That's like Sanford. He researched to write articles, and most of the time he spent around tracks, he was with a camera taking fucking pictures of other people's cars, and then he'd write up an article for a magazine when he bounced from magazine to magazine. He never had steady employment in any one thing throughout any course. The only steady employment he's had now pretty much has been fucking YouTube. That's been about it. You know, but this guy couldn't hold a job at a Goodyear or Firestone Service Center for a fucking week. He'd be shit camper. Incompetence, laziness, sloppiness. He doesn't even, still don't know how to put a fender cover on a fucking car to lean over it. He'd be scratching up customer cars. Be walking around bragging on himself to the other service technicians. Hey, you know who I am? I'm Sanford. Yeah, I wrote for magazines. Hey, you know what? I delivered pizza in a 13.9 second Mustang LX. Hey, Sanford, get back to fucking work, man. Shouldn't take you 3 hours to do a fucking oil change. And make sure you tighten that drain plug. The last one you left loose, the guy lost all his oil, engine seized. Now he's suing us for a new engine, along with the 2 other lawsuits for new paint jobs because he scratched up their fucking fenders leaning over them, putting an air filter on their car. You know what? Get the fuck out of here. The guy's useless. Like I've said, Big Mr. Car Guy never owned engine building shop, transmission building shop, not even a general repair garage service center with a couple of fucking gas pumps out front, couple bays, couple lifts, nothing. Coffee shop, that went bankrupt. Hookah bar, that went bankrupt too. Started his own magazine. That failed after the first 3 issues. That went bankrupt too. He had to give up his pizza delivery job at night because he lost his driver's license for life. But what real involvement has this guy had with fucking cars, Mr. Badass fucking Hot Rod? What involvement has he had with cars? Flipping and junking and potting out junk cars and motorcycles, which leads me to something else. I got quite an earful from people that knew him personally. They weren't his friends, but they knew him, interacted in the same circles of people. Give me the lowdown, as they say. And this is going back a while. But I have patience. One of those things you save for a rainy day. There's a saying, you don't poke the bear. Tell you right now, you pickle sniffers, you want to poke Uncle Brian? Then I let it rain again. Things I put away for a rainy day, I can let it rain again. It'll rain a lot fucking harder than I let it rain yesterday. Concerning Nitrous Express. This rain will lay out exactly why he had to hightail it the fuck out of New York as fast as he could. There was a reason he left New York, and a damn good reason. Let's just say the bad things that were going to happen. I'm not talking in the sense of, people going to kill him or whatnot. Oh, no. Let's just say that due to some of his activity involving cars, potting out, flipping, I just gave you a little hint. He had to get the fuck out of New York, or he would have had a free room and board and housing provided by the state penal system. Shit, I let the cat out of the bag. Come on, poke Uncle Brian, and I'll give you all the fucking full details. Some people, well, I'm running along on this. That's okay. I don't have to go out till later on, till about 11 this morning. Some people, kind of funny how this reminds me, Jimmy Buffett just died recently. I was never a fan of his. He lived over here on Martha's Vineyard for a long time. So does James Taylor, 2 Jimmys. James Taylor still lives there. He's got a house in Los Angeles. His ex-wife, Carly Simon, she's seen him around the island at times. Her house is still there. Because we've gone there often over the years. He's just Jimmy, a regular guy around town. Hey, Jimmy, what's up? How you doing? Just a regular guy, nice guy. Well-liked on Martha's Vineyard. Jimmy Buffett, he was hated. Arrogant, cocky, egotistical motherfucker. Thought he owned the fucking island. He bought a house there. Tried telling people around there where they could park their car. He got his ass kicked a few times by locals in town. Going to the Black Dog Saloon. Hey, move your car, I want to park it. He'd be like, fuck you. Oh, yeah, you know who I am? I don't give a fuck. Bang! He didn't give a fuck he was Jimmy Buffett. He calmed down after a bit, but big attitude. And that's how some people are. They're on here and they're just themselves. Like James Taylor when he's on stage. Nice, likable guy, smiles, sings, interacts with the crowd. When the show's over, meet and greets, he's still the same nice guy. Around the island, you run into him. Hey, Jimmy, what's up? The locals. He's just a local islander. Nobody special. Doesn't try to be anyone special. Jimmy Buffett, He thinks he's special. He's got an attitude, not very friendly. Oh yeah, he'll do his show when he's up on there in his Hawaiian shirt. Kind of funny with him. In a way, he's kind of like a one-hit wonder that made a career out of one hit wasting away in Margaritaville. Outside of that, who the fuck knows who Jimmy Buffett is? You know what I mean? But he had this island look with his flip-flops, Hawaiian shirt. You know, like my ex-boyfriend, Cabbage Patch Kid, with his Magnum PI look too. You know? He developed an image, you know, that caught on, you know, like Grateful Dead had their following, certain bands. Anyway, he had that one hit, Wasting Away in Margaritaville, and he made a career out of it. The same way, like I say, Metallica made a career out of making the same album over and over and over, and AC/DC made a career out of 3 fucking chords, you know what I mean? Making the same album over and over with 2 different singers. But anyway, he caught on. But when the show's over, he goes back to being an asshole, because that's what he is by nature, an asshole. You know, you can't change what you are. You can hide it a little bit, but it comes out. I've encountered people on Facebook and on YouTube that, you know, see, they're not quite the same. Hate to tell you, people have encountered me, and yeah, I'm the same asshole. I still swear like a motherfucker. This is what it is. You know, I do try to be respectful to where I'm at. You know what I mean? If I'm in a store and, you know, in a checkout line, even though I do say fuck occasionally, yeah, okay, I am the same asshole. Can't help it. But I will be respectful around elderly and things like that. You know, I don't walk into the VTH, hey, you motherfuckers, you know what I mean? No. But when we're out with the boys in clubs and whatnot, yeah, just about every sentence comes out of my mouth, the word fuck's in it, and same can be said for other people. There are people on here that I don't swear, you know, blah, blah, and some of them are worse than me, you know. Anyway, I guess that's about it for today. I'm running close to half hour here. So, I bet this is a half hour your life will never get back, right? Anyway, just keep in mind, you know, don't poke the bear. Be careful you poke Uncle Brian. There's a lot to Sanford he doesn't want people to know. But people do know. People from and are still in New York that know him well. His reputation, and his reputation was not good. The details make it even better. I'll put that away for another rainy day to see if I get poked. Then it's going to pour like a motherfucker, let me tell you. Enjoy your day. Have fun. Stay safe.